Hello and welcome everyone. The topic which we are going to discuss today is adjectives. So let's move on to the topic and discuss it in detail. Adjectives. First, let us define what the adjectives are. Okay. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. So this is the definition of the adjective. What are adjectives? In other words, we can say adjectives are describing words. For example, Jane is a clever girl. Now, clever is an adjective. Why? Because it describes Jane. So, adjectives are describing words which describe a noun or a pronoun. One more example you can say. For yourself, you can say, I am a smart boy. Okay. Now you can see what is boy? Boy is a noun. But what kind of a boy you are? Smart boy. So what is smart? It is an adjective. Okay. Or you can say, I am a smart girl. Okay. Same way you can say girl is a noun, but what kind of a girl you are? You are a smart girl. So what is smart? It is describing what kind of a girl you are. So it is an adjective. Okay. So adjectives are describing words. Classification of adjectives. Now we can classify adjectives into several types, or how many types of adjectives are there on the basis of their usage in the sentences. So on their function, we can divide the adjectives in the following categories. What are they? Adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjectives, possessive adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. Okay. So these are some of the categories of adjectives on the basis of their function in the sentences. So let's discuss them one by one in detail. Adjective of quality. Now what is this adjective of quality? Adjective of quality answers the questions what kind. Okay. For example, he is a brave person. Now person is a noun. What kind of person? Brave. So when you get the answer of your question what kind, then that adjective is a adjective of quality. See the another example. She has a beautiful voice. Now what kind of voice? Beautiful. Okay. So when you get the answer of your question what kind of, then that particular adjective is the adjective of quality. Now sometimes we use adjectives which are being derived from the proper nouns. Okay. These are the adjectives of quality, like Japanese painting. Now Japan, proper noun, but when you say Japanese painting, what kind of painting? Japanese painting. Okay. So sometimes adjective of quality, they are being derived from the proper nouns. Indian flag. What kind of flag? Indian flag. Now Indian is being derived from the India proper noun. Okay. So when you get the answer of your question what kind of, that adjective is the adjective of quality. Next category is adjectives of quantity. Now what are they? Adjectives of quantity show how much of a thing is meant. Okay. They tells us about the quantity of that particular noun. I ate some rice. He has little intelligence. He showed much patience. He has lost all his wealth. Now, when you get the answer of your questions, how much? How much rice? What is rice? Noun. How much rice? Some rice. How much intelligence? Little intelligence, less intelligence. Okay, abstract noun. Much patience. Patience again, abstract noun. How much patience? Much patience. A quite a lot, much. All, everything. Okay, all his wealth. So when the adjectives indicate about the quantity or how much, then those adjectives are the adjectives of quantity. Clear, children? The next category in the adjectives of quantity is only number adjectives. Now in the quantity, the adjectives which define the number. Number adjectives are used to show the number of things or the numerical order of things. Okay. Like how many fingers? 10 fingers, 2 horses, 10 candles. So when the adjectives indicate about the numbers or they tells the exact numbers, they are the number adjectives. Again, now these adjective numbers, they can also be put into different categories. What are they? Definite numerals and indefinite numerals. Okay, when they tells about the exact numbers, definite numerals show some exact numbers. Now these numbers can be cardinals like 1 chair, 2 chair, 3 chairs, 4 chairs. Okay, so when they tell about the exact numbers, then they are the definite numerals. Ordinals, when they tell about the ordinal numbers like first floor, second floor, okay, third, fourth. Even they can be multiplicatives like single digit, double digit, okay, triple, quadruple, okay. They can be also indefinite numerals which do not tell us about the exact number like all, some, enough, none, enough money, many children, few children. Okay, so they don't tell us about the exact number. When you say some rice means you don't know the exact quantity. Okay, so they can be also indefinite numerals. Now, demonstrative adjectives, they tell us about which or what specific person, places, or things are intended or to be pointed out. When you point out something, okay, then they are the demonstrative adjectives. Like this chair, those flowers, okay, they are divided into two kinds: definite demonstrative adjectives and indefinite demonstrative adjectives. Definite means this, that, these. When you make use them in singular number, you will make use of this and that. In plural numbers, these and those, such, same. Okay, this chair, that chair, these chairs, those chairs. And they can be also indefinite: any person, a certain money, some sugar, okay, other day, any other day. So when they are not of any definite or uncertain, then they are the indefinite demonstrative adjectives. Which are the possessive adjectives? Possessive adjectives are used to show that someone owns or possesses something when they tells us about something which belongs to somebody, okay, or something is in the possession of someone. And the words which are used to indicate about the possession, they are my, our, your, my book, our books, your books, his book, her book, okay, its members, okay, any organization or anything, their cars. So these are some of the words or pronouns which are being used to indicate about the possession. For example, my friend is going to help him. Whose friend? My. So when you get the answer of your question, whose, then it is the possessive adjective. Our meeting. Whose meeting? Our meeting has been postponed. Your name. Whose name? Your name has not been listed. And whose friends? Her friends help her in every way possible. Okay. So when you get the answer of your question, whose, then they are the possessive adjectives. Okay. So when you get interrogative adjectives, as the name itself suggests, the adjectives which are being used to frame the questions or which put up the questions, they are the interrogative adjectives, like which, whose and what. They are used along with nouns, so they are the adjectives. Which plants should be watered twice a week? Now which is being used for what? Putting the questions, and along with what it is used with plants, so it is functioning like an adjective, and they are known as interrogative adjectives. Okay, as they are being used along with noun, so they function as an adjective. What book? Okay, used along with book, noun. So what is what? It is being used as an adjective, and it is being used to frame the question in the sentence, so they are known as interrogative adjectives. What book are you reading? Okay, now all these adjectives, they are being used in the sentences. Now according to their use in the sentences, they can be attributive adjectives or they can be predicative adjectives. So on the basis of their function, if they are being used above or before the nouns, like this book, which boy, my dog. Now the position of these adjectives when they are being used before the noun, then they are known as attributive adjectives. Okay, and they are adjective of quality. They can come either before the noun, like a rich man, a happy girl, or even they can be after the verb, like Tom became rich. Here you can see rich is being used after the verb became. N seems happy. Again, happy is being used after the verb seems. So according to their position, when they are being used after the verb or the linking verb, like seems, became, these are the linking verbs, then they are being known as predicative adjectives. Why? Some more examples you see. Tom felt cold. Now cold, again adjective, but used after the verb felt. He grew impatient. Again impatient. Who is impatient? He. So it is an adjective, but it is used after the verb grew or the linking verb grew. He made her happy. Again happy, defining he, adjective, but used after made. Okay, the idea sounds interesting. Again, what is interesting? Idea, but used after the linking verb sounds. So when the adjectives which are being used after the verb or the linking verb, and they are the part of the predicate, they are known as predicative adjectives. So adjectives in this position are called predicative adjectives, and verbs which are being used in this way, they are called the linking verbs or copulars, which we have discussed in detail in our first semester. Okay, so on the basis of their function, they can be adjectives of quality, adjectives of number, they can be possessive adjectives, or they can be interrogative adjectives. Okay, so do revise the topic very well by the time we meet in the next session. Thank you.